Hello Warhammer peeps, I hope you're good. Welcome to another episode of Warhammer Wednesday. In fact, it's episode 10, if you can actually believe I've made it to 10 episodes. It's insane. Apologies for the lack of episode last week. I did, however, manage to do a live stream in replace of the video, so yeah, that's been super interesting, super fun, lots of fun in fact. And yeah, I think I wanted to touch on that today whilst giving you a wee bit of a roundup on what I've been up to hobby-wise. Check this out. Were a pleasure to paint, and after getting some feedback via the comments on TikTok, I took it upon myself to work extra hard at them. I was quite content with the copper colouring, but on reflection, yeah, I needed to do more tiny details, so I went back and redid some of the more smaller details on them, which really kind of brought them to life. So it was a great one to experiment with, as was the Tyranids, the Warriors, the Gargoyles and the Baby Nids that I've now been doing have all come out awesome as well. Like, again, just playing about with different colour schemes, getting experimental. My passion is so in the painting, like seriously. You can see behind me there's a huge pile of sprues there that require a big pile of models that still need to be built. I will. Having a pile of shame is also makes me feel more part of all of this anyway, which is always fun. But yeah, like wholeheartedly, I am super stoked when it comes to painting. Painting is just, love it. I've probably said that a million times, I'm going to keep saying it forevermore, but it's once you finally find something that you can really sink your teeth into and get lost in doing, it's so, I don't know, like it's just, it's incredible to get that kind of feelings back again, you know, the getting excited about something as simple as painting. Well, not that it's simple, but it is, if you know what I mean. It's something that I never in a million years imagined I'd be sitting doing at the age I am, getting involved in wargaming, but I have absolutely no regrets. It's been illuminating in so many ways and opened the channels to meeting so many other cool people through the hobby. So yeah, that's what I wanted to kind of touch on today. So I want to give a shout out to these people for specifically helping me along the journey so far. Lots of you have reached out and given little hints and tips and been really welcoming, but these people in particular have gone the extra mile this last week or so, I would say. Kind of brought me out my comfort zone. I've been involved in some lives with them or guested in some of their lives, and it's been fantastic. It's been so much fun to listen to hobby related banter, but also just feel like you're part of something with someone else. Hobbying, especially like this side, like the building and painting, is a great thing to do in isolation. And let's face it, for the last couple of years, most of us has been in some sort of isolation, like shut off from the rest of the world. But thanks to the joys of technology, we no longer have to feel so alone when we're doing it. We can enjoy that aspect of sitting there and being in your own little world collectively. So you don't have to talk, you don't have to even perform by any sorts just because you're not live. And that's what's so comforting about doing these. The other person on the other side is doing exactly the same as you, and you're both streaming for the world to see, and they can just kind of have a wee look in at what you're doing. Whether it interests you or not, I just think smashing these barriers of being made to feel like a geek or a bit of a weirdo or whatever because you sit and paint miniature figurines, we're like overturning this at every hurdle. Like, labels are no more, stereotypes are no more. It's open to everyone and everybody. And like I said in my last video, you know, about the inclusivity, I can't emphasize the importance of that enough. And what's fantastic is it's becoming more and more prevalent and more the truth, based on what I'm experiencing firsthand with interactions with other people. So yeah, that side of things still makes me absolutely so excited for the future of all things hobby related. Now, for me, I'm specifically relating it to miniature painting. When I speak on behalf of me and Tasha, when we first agreed to set up GirlsGamesGags, it was ultimately for both of us to have a collective platform for hobbies, hers being Pokemon, mine's being the Warhammer stuff. And we set out to do it to give ourselves a bit of an encouragement and push ourselves to try and get content out at least once a week, so that we felt we kind of had to do it because we were really bad and not taking time out for ourselves, we've got families, so we were prioritising them, understandably prioritising their needs above our own. And the best mother in the world, who would do anything for her babies, anything for her family, still needs to have that downtime, still needs to take a minute out of her day for her to do something that she loves. And our hobbies respectively did that for us. We were really guilty of becoming kind of like a shadow of our former selves because of adapting to the mother role. And through setting ourselves this weekly challenge, weekly task to try and get content out there, it forced our hands to delve into our hobbies more deeper than we ever had before. And the consequence of that is a reignited passion for all aspects of our hobbies. So when I see Tasha getting packets of cards and opening them and like her face lighting up, I'm so happy, because to me it's bringing back the Tasha that I knew, the one with the spark and the slightly aggressive nature, the getting uber excited about things, and just her passion for life is back there and her light is back there. And I feel like that myself, like the encouragement of getting people to do it, whatever your hobby is. I do Warhammer, she does Pokemon. You could be a writer, you could be into some sort of fitness, you could, whatever it is you do, whatever you're passionate about. I wholeheartedly understand that sometimes you feel you need to make an excuse for it, or like downplay your enthusiasm regarding it. You don't want to seem childish if it's something like gaming, or like especially console gaming. That some people's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing that at age 30, 40, 50, whatever. But we need to let go of the whole concept of you should only do things up to a certain age or once your circumstances change. If you find joy in a hobby, pursue it with everything you have. Do it because you're passionate about it. Do it because you love it. And if there's one thing I think me and her would want to communicate collectively to you out there, it's that message. Like, don't ever let anyone make you feel irrelevant or any less of a person because of how you spend your free time or your downtime. So yeah, I'm feeling in a good place regarding that, and I think it's coming across in some of the videos and the lives I'm doing based on your feedback. And when I'm meeting and speaking to yous, there's like a similar vibe. You guys are all in the same kind of mind frame as us, you know, you're so welcoming, you're so inclusive, but you've maybe had to hide away for a while, or we're kind of encouraging you to come out your shell a bit more by posting your work that you're doing, you know, and telling you it's not about having the perfect work, it's just about your progression, it's about doing it, and because you love doing it. So yeah, I'm feeling really positive about what we've done. We never set out to do it for money, popularity, anything like that. If that happened as a consequence, then great. If it didn't, then we're absolutely fine with that. We're doing it to make memories for ourselves, make lasting memories for ourselves. We're putting ourselves out of our comfort zones. We're experimenting with different hobbies that we maybe never considered before. So like this week we attempted a joint boudoir shoot. Now that's really kind of pushing us out our comfort zone, especially if you suffer from like self-confidence issues and things. But screw it, life is too short. Like now that we have a bit more freedom to move, we're trying new things. We want to make a regular habit of trying out these new things, pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone and sharing our experiences with you guys. And crushing kind of like the mentality around, oh, like if you say boudoir photo shoot to some people, they might hone in and thinking it's kind of pornesque or sleazy or like, no. If you know us, if you've built up a relationship with us now, you know that's not where we are inherently. And we're about empowering. It's about making women feel empowered, about them taking control of their bodies and being able to showcase them in a format that makes them feel comfy, makes them feel good about themselves. Again, especially if you're a mother, you become a mother, a lot of that changes, a lot of your fears about how you now look because your body naturally adapts after childbirth and that, like it can play on you hugely. And I think us being able to remind women out there, not just women, men as well, remind you all that you are absolutely stunning inside and out. And yeah, it's great to be different and we should embrace our differences as well as our similarities. So yeah, another bit of a tangent chat today, but I'm feeling really good about a lot of things. I wanted to put it out there, convey it to you all, and yeah, just remind you to keep doing what you're doing, keep touching base with us when you can. Communication has been awesome. I love hearing your feedback, love learning new things, and yeah. I haven't really agreed what my next project is gonna be. I still have so many things to choose from, but yeah, watch this space next week for maybe, I think it might be my bikes next. Regularly post progress details on our TikTok channel and on our Instagram page, and this page particularly, our YouTube channel, if you can remember to like and subscribe. If you like what you're seeing, tell us, give us feedback in the comments. If you have any questions, you're always more than welcome to fire them our way. We're really approachable, and we try and get out to everybody when we can, within reason obviously, and between looking after families and that. But yeah, this community is it's turning for the better, and I really see it and I really believe in it, and it's just so awesome to share excitement with people again. And the humour aspect as well is fantastic because everybody needs a laugh. We've spent so long being so serious and dealing with so much heartache around us and bad news that it's such a welcome relief for the soul to be able to have a giggle and a laugh about other things. And just, yeah, I implore you to do that. I implore you to check out the guys I recommended, watch some of the lives. I'd also encourage as many of you to try and boost people's followers up on TikTok particularly, because once you hit 1,000 you can then stream live. Now, it's not a popularity contest. How many followers you've got doesn't faze me. You could have 10, you could have 10,000. But once you hit over that 1k mark, it becomes awesome in the respect that you can stream live yourself or join as a guest on other people's lives. And that kind of cements the community a bit again and makes it easier for us to connect on that social media platform. So if you see some people just short of 1,000k, just follow, because we can all kind of connect laterally in the end of that. So yeah, I think I will call it quits at that today for this week maybe. Sorry if it comes across a bit of ramble again. It's nice to convey, like I said, to convey this side of the hobby. There are so many channels out there that are covering the in-depth details of codexes, how the gameplay works, stats, figures, slagging off Games Workshop, whatever you want to do, and that's fine. But I like to always go on the flip side out and look at the real positives, like what the hobby's actually given and bringing me, to try and encourage more of you to maybe test it out for yourselves or use the same principles for any other hobby that you're maybe interested in or involved in. So I hope that makes sense, and thank you so much again for watching. I absolutely appreciate every single like, every single view, every single comment. I know wholeheartedly me and Tasha do just think this is awesome, to be able to have this platform with you guys. So yes, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We are eternally grateful, and be sure to stay tuned for updates over the course of the week with any other projects we get ourselves involved in. Thank you. Bye.